Things that I'm cutting out of my life this year. Okay, so first is gonna have to be, I feel like a lot of people probably feel the same way about this topic, but it's gonna be endless or doom scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, any social media. Just doom scrolling because once you start scrolling, I would say around 5 videos, you kind of just stop even thinking about what you're doing and you're just so locked in and addicted to the videos that you keep seeing on the feed that you just fall into a trap down. Next thing you know, you look at what time it is and an hour's gone past and you've just been scrolling doing nothing. Just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think that every once in a while it's not bad, but if you look at your screen time and if you're someone like me and you have 7 hours of screen time, there's no way that that could be beneficial to your life. So that's one thing that I'm cutting out of my life this year, that I'm working on cutting out of my life, because I still have been scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, but I'm definitely just trying to not do it like first thing in the morning. Like if you just wake up and you look at your phone first thing in the morning, you're gonna end up just laying in bed scrolling on TikTok, and I've done that a few times. So that's something that I'm definitely cutting out of my life. Next thing, it's gonna be smoking and drinking, especially when I'm bored. Like there's a time and a place where you could, smoke or drink to enhance the experience when you're already like, if you're already around, people and you're having a good time and you're in the right setting. But there's just no reason to be smoking and drinking on like a random Wednesday night with your friends. But I was doing that for a while. I would do it before like I go to the gym or something, because it would make the gym more enjoyable when I'm listening to my music and I'm getting a good pump. That I cannot deny. Like smoking before the gym, that it was fun, but that's something that I know is not good for me, because then it makes me not want to socialize at the gym. If I see one of my friends, like I'm really just more focused on my workout. And I think that could be a good thing sometimes, but not all the time. So I'm cutting that out of my life, at least, and especially for January. I'm cutting that out of my life for this month, definitely. But moving forward, I don't want to be doing that too often. I want to save that for like a special occasion, or when I'm, you know, like I said, having a good time with my friends, especially because soon I'm going to be turning 21, and I know it's probably going to ramp that stuff up a little bit, but I'm doing my best to have self-control and control over that stuff. So that's another thing I want to cut out of my life this year. And another thing is spending money on things that aren't gonna make me better or isn't like an investment in myself. Like the things I probably spend the most amount of money on regularly is food, because when I'm in the gym, I want to make sure I'm eating the most amount of food possible, especially protein. So I do eat out at least once a day because I work. So when I'm at work, I work at like a mall, so I'm either going to Cava, Chipotle, or something like that, where I'm getting a bowl, and I'm probably spending at least $20 a day on food. I'm fine with spending money on that, but I want to cut out like, just spending money on things that aren't going to make me better. I'll definitely continue to spend my money on, clothes, because I think clothes are important sometimes. I mean, right now I have plenty of clothes where I'm gonna be fine, but I do want to invest in some, higher end pieces in my wardrobe, especially like shoes. That's something I've always spent money on and not really like thought about it too much, just because I considered it like an investment to my wardrobe, I guess. And another thing I want to cut out of my life this year is consuming without creating. That's another reason why I'm doing this challenge for 30 days. I want to start creating content instead of just consuming it all the time. I also want to be consistent with posting on TikTok just to work on my creativity and, my, just like creating videos and getting over the fear of, uploading onto a social media platform and caring about what other people think of me. Just getting over that fear of judgment. Another thing I want to cut out of my life this year is learning without, you know, like practicing what I learn and just, you know what I mean? Just learning without like building off of what I learned and just putting what I learned to use.